Bonjour everyone and welcome to the second part of my eBay haul. In the previous part, which I will put the link in the description box down below, we have taken a look to all of these Tomica. So again, if you haven't seen part 1, you can watch it. And now we're gonna check the remaining 3 models. So we continue with Tomica, with that one. So this one we have a Tomica Limited Vintage Neo. So that's the fanciest model and some of the nicest diecast 164 model. I say diecast and not resin. Resin is another subject. But as far as diecast model, there are some brands which are the same level, but it's quite at the top. Anyway, so we have this one, LVN 293B, and that would be the Honda Civic Shuttle Beagle. So I will explain what that means, why I'm opening this. So a Honda Civic Shuttle is an estate, basically, or a station wagon, if you prefer, which is from the 87 to 80 to 91-ish model Civic generation, and that box is too hard to open, so again I'll be back. Sorry about that. So yes, I was saying that this is basically a Honda Civic wagon, but it's a bit of a 4x4 version. So I guess you could call that an early attempt of a SUV, but it's based on a wagon. So I didn't show the box too much. You can see that we can attach the roof height. I won't do that because I can't see holes in the casting itself to put that, so I won't attempt that. And you can see that it's from 1994. The car, I mean, not the actual Tomica, of course. It's a quite recent release from Tomica, from this year, I believe. So yeah, so I'm showing you that, but again, I won't put it on my actual car. And now we're gonna take a look at it beauty. So we have a nice color, a beautiful paint, two-tone paint job with the Beagle for all-wheel drive, yes, four-wheel drive badging. Now the Civic Shuttle was also available as in a front-wheel drive and in a more mundane style, without this bull bar on the front, push bar, yes. So we have some lens headlight. We have some nice detail. Very nice looking wheels with the Honda logo. We have suspension, but we'll check that later on. Interior is two-tone and very nice looking, with a nice dashboard and steering wheel. And like I said, seats are in a lighter color. I'm not talking too much because I discovered the model with you. So again, the lighter color interior. In the back we have lens taillight with couple different colors for the reverse light and turn signal. Honda logo. I don't know what it is. we have Beagle written down here, and something 16 valve something more light. Look very nice. The bottom is very Honda Shuttle EF, that's the generation of Civic of the late 80s. Even though the Shuttle was made for a bit longer, I think. And yeah. So we're gonna try the suspension a bit. It worked quite nice. And we have some nice bounce again. I think that the rubber tire helped the fact that it bounced so much. Yes, so that was this one, that nice Civic wagon, Shuttle I should say. But yeah, so now we're gonna move that. We're gonna move to, now we're gonna get off Tomica for focusing on other brand now. So now let me introduce to you, and to me actually, BMC Creation. So it's a brand which I think is from either China or Hong Kong, which I guess is more or less the same thing. So from what I know about them, they do premium stuff which tend to have some moving part and how I'm gonna say that. Yes, it sometimes include accessories with figures and whatnot, and sometimes you can change a bit some parts of the car. That's not the case with this one, but we do have a figure if I remember, and I can sort of see that we have some a staying feature, and I think an moving part, if I remember correctly, the opening hatch. So this is a 1994, which is incorrect, but I'll get to that. Mazda Demio / Metro, and again, I'll explain everything about that. So we have the licensing info, if it's matter to you. Me, I don't care about it too much, but it is written out there. Mazda 19, so it's mentioned again, height and drive, and it's in green. So Mazda Demio, what it is? So the Mazda Demio, whatever, is a car launched by Mazda in 1996, despite what the box said, and it's meant to be a more city car, but it looked like a station wagon, or you could even say it's like a minivan, I guess, or a compact minivan, which was a thing, at least in Asia and Europe. And yes, so that's the first generation of the Mazda Demio, because the Mazda Demio is still on sale to this day, but in export market outside of Japan, it's called the Mazda 2, which was sold, and the Mazda 2 was sold in the US, I know, even, and if in fact Matchbox even did a model of it in the mid-2000. So first we're gonna check the little figures, and so the Demio in some market it depends, but it replaced a car which was called the, oh lord, the Mazda 121, which was a more standard hatchback car. I mean, in some time, at least in Europe, the Mazda 121 was a rebadged Ford Fiesta, but it was also the base for the Ford Festival, because as you may know or not, what is this? I'm gonna stop talking for a while because I want to check that. So we have a license plate with Demio. I don't know what is. Turn on the. So we have an extra set, I think. That's what it looked to me. I think I'm gonna do that because I guess that's better. So we have some license plate, I think. Yes. And we have some, yes, some figures with some luggage. We have one figure, a trolley cart, I think it's called, for putting the baggage and the luggage and whatnot. I won't get this out of the package because it would take too long, but it looked pretty nice. So the car itself. So, oh, I forgot to mention the Mazda Demio. So it was called also in Australia the Mazda 121 Metro. So I think that's why they put it Metro down here, but it's meant to be 121 Metro and not Metro alone, because like I mentioned, the ancestor of the yes, the ancestor of the Mazda Demio in some market was a small car called the 121. I mean, there were several of them, but anyway. So we're gonna check that out. So you can see it sort of look like the Honda Civic, because both are small and tall station wagon, which almost look like minivan, you could say. And yes, so yes, they are very similar. I think that's why I bought these two, because I thought, oh, it's a nice combo together. So this is my first BM creation. So that was I was curious to check that brand. So we have the rear suspension. No, we don't, but I think that we do have, yes. We have a steering feature, look nice. The base is plastic, because I forgot to mentioning, but obviously on the TLV, well, that was in the first part, but anyway, no, it wasn't. I'm completely lost now. Anyway, that was metal on metal. Anyway, so we have some authentic wheels. We have, I don't think that we have, tires are rubber, but they are quite hard, so I can feel a bit of that they move a bit, but they are quite strong tire, hard rubber, I mean, yes. So we have some detail on the side. So this is quite fantastic from what I can see, and I like the car itself, because as you know, I like to collect regular cars, and regular older car, I should add. So we have again some nice lens headlight with some details inside. The Civic from Tomica had the same thing too, I think. Nice logo. We have a little push bar, which is two colors, that's nice. We have a license plate, let's say Demio. We have a very nice light color interior. We have some roof rack, look nice. Do we have some? We'll check that later on. We have some very nice bars down here. Mazda, Demio again here and here. We have some defroster line which are a bit too big, I think, but I guess they are there. You could say. We got some exhaust, and we have an opening feature. If I can open it. That's gonna be kinda. That's enough. Oh, here we go. Does that thing move? No, it doesn't. Too bad. I guess you could put some of the luggage in the trunk, I guess. At least the smaller one, maybe. And in the interior again, I want to see if we have some gauge print for the gauge, because I know it's a thing. It's kinda hard to tell, but I don't think we do, which is fine, but I wanted to check if it was the case. No, it just beige like the rest of the dashboard. So we have some nice coloring for the printed taillight, and we have an extra piece down here. That's a good touch, I think. And yes, so I can say that I'm very. How does it work? So does it mean? Yes, it sort of works, I guess. So that's this one, and now the last one. We're gonna change brand again. We're gonna put you there. Now we have the last car. We have a MiniGT, and we have the Lancia Stratos FH Stradale in Bleu Vincennes, a French name for an Italian car. I don't know the backstory. Vincennes, I know it's in Paris basically, or near Paris, I should say, in the suburbs. But I don't know why Lancia choose that name for their color. So I think that, I know that it's my second Mini GT, so it's not like full discovery, but still my second one. So the Lancia Stratos, oh by the way, we didn't look at the box too much, so you can see that's the number of this release. Again, official product thing for those who care again. And yes, so the Lancia Stratos is a car of the 70s, which is best known for its success in rally racing. I think it was even in Group B, or at least the early day of Group B, before the four-wheel drive craze later on. But it's best known for its 70s success. Now the Stratos name was first previewed with a quite spectacular concept car, the Stratos Zero, which was based on the Fulvia, which I think Hot Wheels did a model of it recently. But anyway, but this is a production car which look a bit more, I'm not gonna say tame because it's quite far from the two, but anyway, so we're gonna check this out, if I can open that. We're almost there, don't worry. So we have that. And we have the model. So it's very small because it's in 1/64 scale, and the Lancia Stratos was a small car, quite a nimble and agile sports car of its day. And I think we're gonna, yes, thank you. So beautiful color, which again the camera don't show quite well, because in real life it's a bit of a darker blue. So we have the pop-up headlight, which you can't move them, but that's fine. The color match is good to me. Now that means that we don't have lens headlight, at least for the main light, because over there we have an inset, so that's nice. We have some nice texturing down here. We have authentic wheels with some rubber tire, and the wheels look very good. They have some black hole, so that's nice to me. What I can say, the interior is full black, but it looks good. It's very hard to tell because the windows are quite small, so the only way to see is with the windscreen, whatever. But it looks nice. We have some detail down here. The focus is very annoying. That's better. So this is less my type of car to collect, but sometimes I like to change things a bit, so I bought that. I know someone in particular which is very happy to see that, because he like Lancia Stratos. You know who you are, and we have some nice details which we can barely see, but I can tell that it's a Lancia, or at least I guess that it does. Base is metal, yes, like most MiniGT, I believe. We have some nice exhaust, and yes. So this time it's the end of the video. I've showed to you everything that I bought in that eBay haul. And yes, so let me know which one is your favorite of the first part, of the second part, I guess. Say what you want, I guess. And yes, thanks for watching. Bye.